Hey man, I got a question from one of our supporters off our fan group page, right?
All right, tell them what's up.
Yeah. Our support page.
Yeah, our support page, right? They said, and you know, they always asking us like we give some relationship advice, but it ain't really relationship advice. It said,
"You're some relationship specialist."
Yeah, I'm not though.
I'm not either.
I would tell you in a heartbeat, I'm not. Just do what you best. I'll give you my opinion, but I'm not a specialist in relationships because I fuck up too, B. Do you believe love is giving someone the power to hurt you, but trusting them not to?
Ooh.
They dropped one of the clues.
The explosion. Yeah.
That's one of our supporters of our fan group.
Word.
That's a good question.
It was pretty a nice question.
Mm-hmm. That shit was alright.
I don't know how y'all want to do it. Do y'all?
Was it?
No, it was a supporter that watched us do.
Never mind. You ain't get the joke.
I did get the joke, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Dang, that was a good one, man. So, can you read it again?
It says, do you believe love is giving someone the power to hurt you, but trusting them not to?
That's a good question.
You know what, man? I'm gonna let Spacers go, man. I'm gonna ponder on that.
I think that's what happens with love. I think that's an example of what happens when you get into a relationship with somebody and you start and you start really allowing them to impact your life that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That is I'm stuck on the question itself.
Yeah, that was deep, boy. That's real retrospective, man. You know what I'm saying? They be really thinking about some shit.
Yeah, I like that one. But that's my answer. I think love, if we're saying like definition of love, I don't think it's a definition of love, but I think that is an effect of love.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's kind of like what comes with the territory. It's like working out and getting sore.
Mm-hmm. You know what it's gonna do, but you still do it.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. Niggas over here sneak dancing. First of all, I'm trying to get that Apollo physique when a motherfucker go down to the DI. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You feel me? It ain't.
What is this? Vineyard shorts?
Vineyard vine.
Toes in the sand.
That's it. Cigars and rum.
Cigars and nice ass rollies on the wrist.
I'm gonna rock this fossil I got. Goddamn it.
I'm gonna have some nice and gold on the wrist.
But, I got the little gold joint. But
you got we're gonna wear gold joints.
Rock gold joints.
Yeah.
But
nice V-necks.
Definitely V-neck.
V-necks, white tees, Vineyard shirts.
Yeah. But
tropical colors.
All that shit, boy.
Turquoise. Turquoise.
And salmon.
Ivory, salmon, banana yellow, all that. My black ass gonna be some banana yellow. Facts.
I'm there in the beach. You catch me in the beach for 7-8 hours.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna come back black as hell. I'm be like mall complexion.
Hey, see, now you sneak dissing for real. See, now you know damn well you gonna need more than that. You gonna have to go to motherfucking the sun and come back to be my color. So why you want to do that?
I ain't say I wanted to come back.
You know you're not coming back my complexion.
Anybody know me? I nigga up in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? I get about 3 shades darker. Like,
so he said he on his Arab shit now, but he
definitely
Arab like that.
I'm in this bitch right now. I definitely, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a motherfucker. I'm like a chameleon. Like, I change complexions and shit. But, to answer the supporters question, man, I'm gonna go with Spaces on this. Like, I'm just gonna co-sign what he said. Like, I don't think it's necessarily the definition, but I think it's what I'm gonna say. What he said is definitely. I'm with that. Everything he said. So I'm not gonna really add anything to it. I think he hit the nail on the head perfectly.
Okay. I'll give y'all my answer.
Shift that.
I would say. I would say. If it's a yes or no to the question, I would say. Is it no? Because the simple fact of it is, we all love something and we all love someone. Everything is like got human flaws and human nature in it. A lot of times people don't intend to hurt you or want to hurt you, but it just happens. Mm-hmm. So is you giving them the power to trust or hurt? No, I don't. I don't think you're doing that to them. I don't think you're doing that. I just think that it just comes with you being a human that you trust people and they just hurt you unintentionally and sometimes intentionally. Like it's all like one big like circle. I guess you can if you want to put it like that. Because I love who I'm with, but they might do some things to hurt me at times. It don't mean that she did it on purpose or she did it intentionally.
Right.
It just happened in the process of us living that I hurt you. So is you giving them the power and trusting them not to? No, it's just I just think it's just like you going your everyday life trusting and believing in like, oh, I don't think they're gonna intentionally hurt me. I know they are. It comes with the territory of me being friends with someone, being in love with someone, or anything of that nature.
Yeah.
But I do. Yeah, that's just my answer. I know it probably like kind of skipped all over the place and it's probably like a little butchered, but I don't believe that you're trusting them not to. I just think it's a human. We all human. We all do things that hurt each other. We all say things that hurt each other. We don't mean to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do it intentionally. Sometimes you don't. But it will happen. You are going to get hurt by at least everyone that you love, kids included.
Wait, before we go.
You got your Red Bull?
Yeah, I hit that up earlier. I ain't really supposed to be drinking that, but I had to because my arms weren't working.
Okay,
it ain't really my arms.
But yeah, like I was saying though, I do believe that it's not you trusting them not to hurt you. It's just that we all love things that can hurt us, and it's not going to never stop.
Yeah, and it's like when you with situations like love in particular, it's not. I think a better way to look at it is when you love someone, you put them in a position where they can hurt you.
Yeah.
Right? Just like getting a job. When you hire somebody, you're putting them in a position to
fuck up some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Sabotage their job in some sort of way, or eating food. You put yourself in a position to get potentially food poisoning, or you put yourself in a position to get full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it just that's just what comes with getting hurt and by someone that you love. It's
part of life.
It's a part of the process.
Yeah, it's a part of. It's just to me, it's just a part of life. I wouldn't look at it as a bad thing, a good thing, or indifferent. I just look at it as us as humans. Like I always say, it's just human error. People are humans. People do things that fuck you up and fuck you over. And sometimes they mean to do it, yeah. Sometimes they don't. And sometimes they don't even know that the fuck they did that unless you said something. A lot of times people don't know what they do and they just be doing it because that's how they were taught. So if that's how you were taught and you thinking it's the right way, this is like, say for instance, a young boy. If he's always been told that he's kind of not like ain't shit and all this stuff, and right, like no, I'm just saying, how you growing up, you don't get the love that you want, but you think that is love.
Yeah.
So
right.
When somebody try to show you real love, you're like, I don't want that. You pushing that aside. You closed off because that's not what you're used to. You're not used to. You're not used to be feeling comfortable and feeling love. You're used to chaos. So you find the love in the chaos that you always was what you always grew up to be in.
So basically, you find love in dysfunction.
Facts.
Yeah, not bad.
So that's how I look at that question. It's like it's all dependent on and then how people fuck you up. Because I grew up with like morals and all this stuff, and you don't do this to people. You give people the benefit of the doubt. Some people are like, no, you don't trust nobody. I don't give a fuck what they do. You don't know. You do this and you get your game across like we were talking about the other episode. You try to slime everybody you come across because everybody fucked up. All humans are fucked up. Like they say, all men are dogs, and women go around saying that. And so they treat it as such when that's not the case. And then they just like go around like the new age. They saying all women ain't shit. So now you going around thinking you need to run game on all women that you come across too as well.
Well, see, you know what my whole idea of, if you've grown up thinking, and this could be vice versa, but if you've grown up thinking that all men are dogs, and then some doggish shit happen, you shouldn't be surprised. Like, because
that's what you was expecting.
Right? You know what I'm saying? You can't be surprised when the dog actually bites. You can't be surprised when the dog actually barks. All men are dogs, right? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? You come into the game. If I come into the game knowing, like, let's say, right, we using prison. And I know that I'm in a prison, I'm in a maximum security prison. These motherfuckers is murderers. I'm not going to be surprised when somebody try to, take me out. I'm not going to be surprised when somebody ends up dead in the prison. Like, this is where we at.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, in your mind, if you guys are coming out like, hey, all men are dogs or all females are hoes, like,
don't be surprised
when some hoe shit happens. Like, that right.
If you put that on somebody and they act accordingly, how you gonna get mad at them for acting accordingly?
Exactly. I mean, that's why I don't. You know, you let individuals be individuals. You know, I use hoes as a I use hoes as a cover-all, like for everybody. You know what I'm saying? These hoes. I mean, and you gotta understand, like, men don't. You know, women will reverse it and try to you know, call men hoes. I don't think y'all understand. Like, niggas don't get no fuck when you call them hoes. Niggas is trying to add bodies. All right, while you trying to deduct, niggas is trying to add. Okay, so and this is the truth.
But okay, since we on some relationship shit and we be talking about that, women call men hoes all the time, right?
It should be fun.
And it's vice versa, right? But you still go sleep with the hoe, right? When men go sleep with the hoe, but won't wife the hoe. But women will, right? But can't women, I say this all the time, say this to all women, you can do the same thing men doing, but y'all don't. No. Just because we got standards, like, a lot of dudes will fuck a lot of shit, but that don't mean you finna come to the crib and hang with the boys and all that shit. You're not gonna be seen with him all over the place.
It was something put to me yesterday, right, by a comedian, Ari Spears.
Okay.
Ari Spears said literally yesterday. I don't know where he got it from, but it made sense, right? And he said something to the effect, like, there's, you know what I'm saying? There's a line. You know, who you fuck really don't matter, right? To a degree, but it's about who keeps you, right? So there's a line of niggas willing to fuck.
Yeah.
There's not a line of niggas willing to keep you.
That's a fact. That is a true fact.
You see what I'm saying? So who you fucking with? It really don't matter. Like, niggas will fuck anything. All right, we've already established that. Guys are really
who you willing to keep you around?
Who's willing to keep you around? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think men. I mean, you know, I guess we kind of approaching this from the woman's standpoint, but from like women, I think it's important, like, for them to really digest that and try to understand, like, okay, just because there's a whole bunch of niggas that's willing to smash, who's that guy that's willing to keep you around? You know what I'm saying? Willing to do things for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It go like this. If he smash you, he asks you what you finna do, I mean, you want really willing to keep him around. Yeah. But if he smash you and say, oh, I'm finna go get some breakfast, or I'm gonna go to work, you gonna stay here until I get back? That means he's willing to keep you around.
Stay in the crib?
Yeah.
That's his spot.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that nigga wild.
But no, but listen though. You heard what you saying and your reaction?
Yeah.
So that must mean she's true if he's doing that though.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, either true or stupid.
But you get what I'm saying though? You get the premise of what I'm trying to say.
No, I get what you saying.
Yeah.
In general, if you had a honest woman and an honest man, and y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all did the do.
Y'all did the do.
Yeah, y'all did the do, right? Y'all had sex. Y'all got to know each other.
They did the hanky-panky.
Yeah, hanky-panky.
I got the sausage without no bun.
Yeah. You got the whole, you know, kid and caboodle. Like, you got the whole thing, man, and you knew she wasn't really trying to, you know, set you up or nothing. Because that's something you got to think about. That's something you got to be cognizant of. Like, that's the whole thing as being a man, is that you got to be cognizant the way that you move out here. Like, you're talking to a woman, and just because, you know, that one decision that you make can change the course of your life. You know what I mean? I mean, good or bad, right? You know, you could be a person who's making bad decisions throughout your life, and then that one course correct, that one thing that you say, you know what, I'm not gonna go left, I'm gonna go right, I'm gonna go the right way, and change the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Baby.
Yeah.
That you knew she wasn't gonna be no good baby. You knew she wasn't wifey material, but you laid down, even though you were having sex with her, and you did the ultimate fuck up and had a baby with her. You knew this bitch was petty. You knew how shady she was. You knew all these things, but you still had a baby with her. And that goes vice versa. You knew this nigga was in the streets. You knew what he was when you met him, but you still let him get you pregnant though. That don't just go one way, they go both ways.
And you know what, let me just add to that real quick. And you know, I'm just speaking from a man's perspective, right? So you out here, you're dealing with the hood rats, right? You're dealing with the hoes, the hood rats.
It's a fact.
And you know, they come in all different colors. This is not like, you know, directed to anybody particularly. But okay, you're dealing with the hood rat. And you had a baby by this girl. I think it's incumbent upon you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of complaining about it because you knew who you laid up with.
That's a fact.
Right? You can't sit up here and be like, oh, she this, right? We already established that, you know what I'm saying, this is a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So whole shit gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
So it's incumbent upon you to get your child. Right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
do
Oh,
you
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
What?
You line yourself up and you go ahead and you get the lawyers or whatever you gotta do to make sure that you secure your child.
Yeah.
Secure your seed. Don't sit up there and complain about shit. Right? Because, you know, clearly, I guess the pussy was good enough that you nutted up in there. You know what I mean? But, well, it might not be good. You
A lot
might
of these
just-
niggas don't got a dick
discipline?
discipline. Yeah, dick discipline.
Whatever.
I mean, since on the subject of what comes with the territory of love, what comes with the territory of the hanky-panky is potentially getting.
That's a fact.
Get-
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? So
This is the
One of my friends, his mother said to us, right? We was all having kids at the same time. That's when I had my first daughter. She said, oh, y'all was having, because we was like, you know, we was like, yeah, we wasn't planning to have kids. She said, you was having sex, wasn't you?
ooh,
You know what I mean? You was having sex, wasn't you? So you know
Yeah.
that's just the byproduct of having sex,
Right.
is procreation.
yep.
Right. So I mean, and that's something that stuck with me. You know, that's my homie Ace. You know, his mother had said that.
Well, I look at it like I always tell everybody: adult decisions comes with adult consequences. You doing adult things comes with adult consequences. It don't matter what you're doing. You out here in these streets. You out here trying to do what adults do. You out here having sex. Sex is an adult thing. So you out here having sex. You doing whatever you're doing comes with adult consequences. Are you ready for those adult consequences and those adult responsibilities for what you're doing?
And you know, to the example that you just used, the phrase that frequently visits my mind, rent free, is you. Let me make sure I got this right. You play games with sex. The joke is on the offspring.
Facts.
Yeah, that's Dr. Francis Chris Wilson.
Dr. Francis Cress. I was going to say that. I didn't want to say his name wrong. Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. Her. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
Play games with sex. The joke is on the offspring.
Yeah, that's classic.
Shout out to that supporter who just gave us what that is, 15 minutes, 16 minutes, 18 minutes, 18 minutes of content. Real
People
quick,
come
man.
and support it.
Yeah, supporter. we fuck with y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Supporters.
Yeah, thank y'all for rocking with us on this journey that we got as the No Key Podcast.
You know, and I do be like appreciating these conversations.
I
Like,
love it.
I look forward
I love
to
it.
You know, I've been told like, hey, you guys sound older than what you are, or you know what I'm saying, not necessarily older, but you
sound mature, much more
sound mature, like you've been here before, right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying,
fact.
like you got an older spirit.
Yeah.
You know, and I do appreciate that. So you know, a shout out to you. That
Oh, that's the OG who told you that, ain't it?
Yeah, OG, triple OG, triple.
Yeah,
You
triple
know,
OG.
step in the lane of love, OG.
It's a fact. It's a fact. You don't know, you know. You know.
Thursday night Gators on. You
Gators
know?
in a sweater, baby.
Yeah.
Jeans, Gators, and sweaters. Old school cat.
So no doubt.
Before I cue the intro.
Oh, well, you got a little bit of editing to do on this bitch. Oh, you see? You always trying to make me look darker than what I am, B. That's a fact, bro. It's fucked up.
I think you still the same
Hey,
complexion.
man, shut up.
Shut
up.
It just lightens you up a bit.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, it was one episode I was really light skinned. Like I
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, yo. Thank you,
was rivaling you, and I was like, I'm not this light
Yes, you
skinned.
is. Yes, you is.
Bro, I'm
Yes, it
at
was.
least a
Yeah.
2 shades,
It
3 shades
was
lighter.
when
than
winter
you.
first started.
It was.
Yeah.
Let me see. Look,
Yeah.
Bro, I know him. Look at this.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Put your hand up, man.
No, don't put it up.
Look
Don't
at
put it
that.
up.
Boy, I know. What?
Nope.
He had me over here light as hell. I say somebody didn't put a goddamn, what's that shit they put on Facebook?
A filter?
Filter. They didn't put filters
Put
on
that
the
filter right
goddamn-
on his
Welcome to another episode of the No Key Podcast. It's your man Spaces.
This your boy Maul.
Jay every day.
Man, what's going on, man? How y'all?
Hey, man, first of all, let's get, the elephant in the room, man. Shout out to Spaces, man. Hey. My man Spaces normally had them velour sweatsuits and shit on, man. He look like an 80s drug dealer or some shit.
No.
Hey,
That's what
yeah.
nigga look good.
My
Look
man's
like.
looking real G right now. He got
Look like a baby
he got
daddy.
the He got the suede or what? No. He got the leather coat on with the lamb fur. You know what I mean? He got the sweat on.
Peter gonna be outside.
Y'all can't even. Yeah,
Peter outside.
You can't see the veins he got on, man. He got the cold shoes on, man. He fly as hell today, man.
He's gonna have dinner downtown.
Hey,
then he gonna hit the loft afterwards. You know, penthouse he got down there.
Man, I like style. He got it today, man. He fly as hell.
What's good with you, man?
Man, everything good, man. Everything's very, 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 very good.
Good, man. That's good to hear.
How about you?
Yeah, what you with?
Me? I'm cool. I'm cool, man. Everything is going smooth, man. I'm seeing results with certain things.
Okay, that's what's
you know
up.
What I'm saying? So,
question, mental check. What's going on mental? What's the mental score?
I'm good. Can I put a number on that? But I'm solid 8-9.
Solid 8-9. Jerry day.
Man, mentally, you know me, man. I'm a 10, but physically, I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So you look, I go up, the homie right here with the New York hat on. So since I've been knowing the homie, he be in the gym, right? I be in the gym too, but I don't be in the gym quite like him. I take months and shit, damn near years off, right? So I'm, my homie getting married, and last time we worked out, I think it was back in like June or something.
Like summer. It was summer.
Right, so, I was already looking, I felt like I was looking fly for the summer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got to go. I ain't got to keep going to the goddamn gym. Plus the kids was out of school. You got to spend time with them. So I'm like, fuck it, I catch up. But now, you know what I'm saying, it's crunch time. Because my homie getting married, like I said, in August. So it's time to really get right, just get together.
Got 7 months.
Right? So, boy, he come in, and this shit, I thought it didn't look too heavy. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel too heavy. We doing the thing, and he was kind of taking the light on me. I don't care what he talking about. He was taking the light, you know what I'm saying? We had a couple plates up there or whatever. And, bro, like, the only way I could sleep with last night is literally like this, you know what I'm saying, hugged up next to my wife. Like, I couldn't sleep no other way. Like, I tried to sleep on my back. I tried to sleep on my chest. And I'm hurting, man. I'm really off the drugs right now. I'm off 3 Tylenols. You know what I'm saying? At 500 milligrams a piece, so that's 1,500 milligrams.
Tell them what you told me.
What?
We was lifting some shit. That nigga say, "Hey, I ain't lifting that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that."
He tried to go up.
I'm not doing that, bro. I don't know what you talking about, bro, but I'm not doing that.
This is day 1 or day 2. I ain't been back. I ain't been here in 6-7 months. You know what I'm saying? You just don't hit motherfuckers up. But you know what? Like I said, by the time we get to do what we got to do, I should be good. But this shit here, I'm going to have to probably take a week off. I don't think.
You're going to come back and be sore again the next time.
But I'd be better. I'd be better prepared. And
the day when it's time for you to come back, you know how you doing your schedule. Yeah. You'll be good.
I think so. But this shit hurt right now.
It'll be fine.
So, yeah, physically, 10. Mentally 10. Physically, like a 1 or 2. Like this shit. It legit hurts. I think I'm lying. I'm not sure if I tore some shit. I don't think I tore nothing, but it legit like pushed it to
But when you lift weights, you tear your muscle every time.
Yeah. No. But this one feel like some real 10.
So I would give myself 7-8.
Mentally?
Mentally, physically, all that. 7-8. Because I know I can be doing better. I'm stocking off and stuff. I need to be tighten up, button up. You know how you dot some T's, cross lines?
Same with me.
I just got to do some of that, and then I'll be perfect all across the board. But I got a couple things I need to tighten up. But overall, I'm good mentally. On top of everything I need to be on top of. House is cool. House in order. Everything good. Job going well. Everything, man. I ain't got no complaints, bro. I don't be saying how. I can't say I don't see how people is, but for me, people be like, "Oh, you just so perfect." No, I'm not. I just take whatever comes with it. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna sit up and complain about it. I'm not gonna sit up and say wish, shoulda, coulda, woulda, nothing. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
I just read the book or listened to the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
is that one of the Carnegie, like the actual Carnegie people?
That I don't know.
Like Carnegie, New York. You know what I'm talking about?
No, okay. I don't know. But I know that if anyone is getting into a profession or not a profession, if anyone has entrepreneurial endeavors that they're pursuing, I know that the one thing for me that matters most in with whatever company that I'm purchasing something from or dealing with is customer service.
True. No doubt.
That's the number one thing. Like I would even be willing to look over, like, if let's just say I'm ordering food, I'd be willing to look over some errors with my food, depending on what it is, if you have good customer service. You know what I mean? So that's one thing to one reason to read that book. Another reason to read that book is it teaches you how to speak to people to help you get into the position that you want to be in. Right? It's basically, I mean, I've been in retail customer service. I was in that for I was in retail customer service for probably a decade or something like that. But I didn't know that when I was listening to the book, a lot of the stuff that Dale Carnegie was talking about in the book is stuff that I was already practicing and I didn't even know it.
Okay.
So that's one thing I noticed about a lot of businesses that fail. A lot of complaints that people have is that you just don't have good customer service.
I mean, yeah, I agree with that. Like, I keep it a bean. A lot of, I'm talking about black businesses. A lot of y'all struggle with that. I mean, as far as especially like the restaurants, I mean, the food, the old saying is that the worse the customer service, the better the food. And it shouldn't be like that, we're dealing with black restaurants or black businesses in general. But to me, like, customer service should almost be common sense. Good customer service?
Yeah.
That should almost be common sense. Like, we've all dealt with people, you know what I mean? Or something, that was wrong, being on the phone with the credit card people, being on the phone with whoever. Like, we've all dealt with that. So, and we know how it feels to be just kind of brushed off or whatever. So, why wouldn't you know, like, hey, let's get the people that's gonna, that definitely represent us the best.
That's definitely. I was trying not to go there, but
I know I went there.
No problem. That's really what I was aiming at anyway. I was just speaking generally because
I know I felt it. I felt the energy.
What you think about that, Mom?
I don't think you should. Just like I always say, have what's the word I always use? Empathy and sympathy for everybody. Like, it's just like, if you wouldn't want to be talked to that way and did that, and then it's like, you got to separate. I know it's hard, and some people have a hard time, and this is basically what it is, separating what's going on in their regular everyday life from their job. It's not our fault that we work where we work at. Everybody has a job of doing something that somebody they probably don't want to deal with, but you have to deal with them. So you should just get it over, deal with them, but deal with them respectfully. You don't have to be, rude or, disrespectful to anybody or anything like that. That's why I always say, have empathy and sympathy for everybody I come across, no matter what. And Jay every day can attest to this. I speak to everyone. I don't give a fuck who it is. Now, if I don't speak to you, Jay every day I know, like, that nigga did something. Well, he said some crazy shit. Because I speak to a dog or a cat, goddammit, if they can talk.
You do.
I speak to each and every person I come across where I make eye contact with that. Or if I see you shine away, I kind of would. If I get the energy that, probably just going through something, I still try to brighten your day, speak to you, say how you doing or whatever like that. But sometimes people want to be left alone. I do know how to leave people alone as well, too. But I will speak to any and everyone. I don't give a fuck who you are.
That's one thing that I'm practicing with trying to get better at trying to be a better person in general, is just speaking to people, just saying what's up. Like I notice a whole lot. Like it's.
and Mom could attest to that. I don't give no fuck.
Me and Jay every day like with each other like damn near every day, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like 24 hours in a day, how much we is about?
A good
12, 14?
Look, check it out. Mom, he'll speak to them motherfuckers, and I walk right past them people. And because you know what? And like you said, he has that southern hospitality in him, right?
Yep.
Me, I don't, what I'm saying? My people is a little removed from the South. So, right, we Chicago people in general. So I've been around here enough, and I just read this nigga ain't even gonna say nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Or I've spoken to this person, and they ain't gonna say nothing back. You know what I'm saying? I've walked through the door, this person's right here. You got one time to, act like you ain't hear me say hello. I bet I ain't finna say shit to you ever. You know what I mean? I don't give no fuck. You know what I mean? We can get cool. Like I just and I get where he's coming from. You know, because you always want to keep that positive energy around. But me, I don't know. Maybe I'm moody or something. I don't know.
But one day, right? Kids, we can probably get after this. We go into whatever topic we're on. We come into the building we work at. It was an older black guy sitting there. And I said, what's up to him? He was like, hey, how you doing? And I like paused I didn't pause for a second. But as I'm still walking, I'm like, man, how's your day or whatever like that? And he stopped and he like looked at me kind of, and I looked at him and he was like, it's cool, man. Thank you for asking though.
Yep.
Yeah, no doubt.
And he's like really said like, I've not like, it's going great. Thank you, just thank you for just asking though. Like, cause you coming in to work, I'm leaving. He finna go to the bus stop. I think he was. You know how they wait downstairs for the bus or whatever. So, and I asked him like, just like generally, it's like, man, just thank you for asking. Ain't nobody really never asked me that. Ain't nothing going wrong, but it's just like, thank you for asking. And that's just how I look at it. Like, you never know. Like I always say, you never know what people are going through. We all going through something, bro. I don't give a fuck what you say. Motherfucker can sit up here all day, say, oh, I'm perfect, I'm this. No, you got something on your mind that you are fucking going through. I'm not trying to hear it.
And you know me, I'm on that nigga shoulder like, fuck that nigga.
But everybody has something they are going through. So don't let these social media shit, motherfuckers around here fake like they happy and all this shit. Because I got shit I'm going through, but I put that on the back burner because I know I still have to go through a life. I'm dealing with that. But as you're going through life, it's not like you're putting on a front of a facade or anything, but you have to still go out here, perform and do your job and still go through everyday life while you're still dealing with what you're dealing with. Mm-hmm. It's not that you're being phony or fake. It's just that everybody don't need to see what you're going through. It's not everybody's business. You still need to live life. You still need to do what you need to do, and you just keep it moving and pushing. And you deal with what you need to deal with, how you want to deal with it. Don't let nobody tell you how you should deal with what you want to deal with.
No doubt.
But don't let no motherfucker just sit up here talking about they happy now. Motherfuckers happy, but they still got a lot of shit they got going on too. You can still be both, to me.
Yeah, and I noticed that the effect that has on people, right? Because it's had an effect on me, like exercising that Southern hospitality as like when people just saying hi to each other.
Yeah.
I've noticed when people have done that to me, because I'll make eye contact and just like Jay every day, I'll be looking at them. The body language says that this person isn't open, so to speak, doesn't want the greetings, doesn't want to talk about doesn't want us to greet each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then there's been times where I would be thinking that about, and their body language would be telling me that,
mm-hmm.
but they would be the one to say, what's up, man? How you doing?
That's a fact. But you calm a lot of people down too.
Yes.
Because if you come in a room, like even when you coming up on some of these shorties, a lot of these motherfucking younger dudes be having so much hostility and shit built up in them. But if you come to them straight up like, what's up, God? What's up, King? What's up, bro? How you doing? Motherfucker be like, they take a back, like, damn, this motherfucker speaking to me.
Yes.
It ain't like, you ain't come with them with the energy of like, you beating your chest out like you tougher than them or anything like that. You came to like, with them with straight love, with like kindness, courtesy, respect. Hey, how you doing, sir? How you doing today? They take a motherfucker back. Motherfucker be like, don't know how to really handle that.
That's true.
So it takes their guard down as well. So I already knew that. That's why when I come in the rooms, I say, hey, everybody, or hey, guys, or hey, how y'all doing? Now, I might go to another person because Jay every day in there, that's my dog, so I'm going to give him a pound. But all y'all don't get pounds. Y'all get what's up, though. That's my brother, but I got to give him a pound, though. You feel me? And then it's another thing, too. Like, when you talk about this love and this emotion shit, it's not no one's job to make you happy. I don't give a fuck if you're in a relationship. I don't give a fuck if you're in a marriage. I don't give a fuck your family members. Nobody. Ain't nobody's job on God's green earth is to make you happy. That is your job and your job alone. You have to find out what makes you happy, then you can be happy with everybody else. But it's not no one's job. Repeat, it's not no one's. I don't give a fuck what type of relationship you in. Marriage, you've been married for 20, 30, 40, 50, 80 years. It's not your significant other's job to get you to be happy. That's your job. You got to come to this happy. I can just make you happier.
Bars.
By the things I'm doing.
No doubt. I can't even add nothing to it.
As far as that greeting thing, I'll add this last part to it. But you basically said what I was going to say. I would say it's a disarming tactic.
Yeah. That's a you point exactly what it is. It's a disarming tactic.
Like it's a disarming tactic, and it's also an icebreaker.
Yeah.
Because in this world today, man, it's a lot of people out here that are hostile.
Yeah, that's just cold, and for no reason. And that's because they've never been shown no love. That's because they've never been kind to. People never been kind to them just for no reason. You know, like a lot of people be kind to you because they want something from you. When you just being kind and courteous and just lending out your helping hand, I don't want nothing from you. Because I done been like that plenty of time with plenty of people. I done help somebody out to do this. Oh, man, let me do this. No, you don't owe me nothing, brother. You don't owe me not a damn thing. That's just what I'm supposed to do as a human being. Tell you this one story, right? I'm going to the gym one day. I'm leaving my motherfucking my complex. I see a wallet on the ground. I pick it up. I'm like, I never seen this person before. I know he probably stayed there. So what I do? Go hit social media, find his name. Hey, bro, I got your wallet. And I waited in my car until he gave me a response back. Oh, where you at? Where you find it at? Oh, I'm on an apartment complex. I'm in the back. He said, okay, bet. He come out, he get it. I didn't go in it. I didn't look at nothing. I just went and looked at his name and took it back to him. Now, for his security purpose, he should go cancel his car because he don't know who I am. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You don't trust nobody. I don't give a fuck.
A couple dollars about you. Come on.
But I gave it to him. He was like, man, thank you. I appreciate you, man. I owe you something. Bro, you don't owe me not a damn thing. That's the human thing to do. That's the problem. We're sitting up here because we're being everyday good humans. You want some credit for you being a human or good human or a good human being. It's like motherfuckers say they take care of their kids. You need a day. No, the fuck you don't. That's what you're supposed to do. Women out here having kids talking about I ain't getting no help. Bitch, you the only one that had those kids. Who else gonna take care of little snotty nose John but you? You had him. And I don't mean it in no disrespect. If you take it disrespectfully, I'm sorry. But respectfully, ain't nobody gonna take care of little snotty nose John but you.
You just went 0 to 100.
Because it's like women want credit for something you're supposed to do, even if the man is not there. It's still your responsibility. It's still your kid. It don't matter.
Yeah.
You want credit for it? No.
For what you're supposed to do. Okay.
And when men talking about I got my kids with me, nigga, that's what you're supposed to do. Get the fuck out the streets. Go take care of little badass kids. That's why you're around here killing up everybody because you're not there.
Or get another job so you can provide for them.
Thank you. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to take care of your responsibilities. You don't get no credit for taking care of your responsibilities. I'm not trying to hear that.
I hear you, man. Sheesh. But another thing that's been up with me, man. I put this on the table on purpose.
I see you.
Are you juicing?
You
know that's the old school way of saying fucking.
It's a fact.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah,
I know that. No.
You wet behind the ears.
No.
We used to juice all the time. Not me and him, but when we was like younger, with little girls and shit. Because you know motherfuckers gonna take.
Look, man, we ain't gotta explain all that. You know what the fuck going on.
Motherfuckers go sit up there and take that to what you
Y'all
call
used
it.
to juice? Look, man, shut the fuck up. But yeah, that's the old school way. It was
juicing
juicing,
hunching, courting.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Courting is like down south. I know hunching, you know. But yeah, so yeah, you juicing now. Huh? So you finally getting you some.
So.
Oh, you ain't a virgin no more?
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna punish you because you know you're supposed to be married when you start juicing, right?
Yeah, man.
You know you can buy the Bible every day. Yeah, he gonna get you. He gonna get you.
What's that called? The bullet or something?
Yeah, this was a magic bullet.
Magic bullet.
Oh, you know what the girls don't think that is, though, right?
Yeah,
they gotta turn on the screen like, what is he talking about?
They want you paying attention. They're listening. They gonna come to the screen like, they selling bullets with their code. You get 15% off.
And it's magic.
Magic bullet.
Oh, shit.
Clickbait. Go ahead and make that.
But yeah, it's this is beet juice.
Oh no.
This is beet juice. So
your piss gonna come out like that for a few days. I've had beet juice.
So yes, and that I read up about it. I listened to a lot of watch.
Your first day drinking it?
No, this the third. Not in a row though. I don't drink it in a row because I also read that it could potentially give you kidney stones.
Yeah.
So I don't drink it.
What's the health benefits from it though?
Shit tastes like dirt.
Facts.
It does taste like dirt. I won't lie.
That way you mix it with something else though. You put like a couple beats in there with some other stuff.
Piss come out purple.
Yeah, because I need
shit
to
come out purple.
You just reminded me. I'm gonna get back on my juice.
Piss and shit come out purple. That scared me the first time.
But no, it be on your hands for whatever you touch for a long ass.
You see, I zipped up my coat.
Yeah, you didn't want to get that motherfucking Gucci sweater dirty. You still like Gucci? There's a Gucci sweater in it. You supposed to be like
that's Christian Louboutin. He got the red bottoms on. He was doing all that shit.
All that talking, he would have got him
some red bottoms.
Oh, no, I do not. And would have got a spaceship outside talking about me. Yeah. Stepped out the.
He's spinning up all the KNoWKi podcasts.
But no, it's a whole concoction. It's half a beat. They call it a thumb of ginger. I got the baby carrots. I put 10 carrots in there. I got
make it sweet. What's getting it sweet?
I put a banana, a nutritious glizzy.
I got one for you then. The listeners can take this too. I used to do this every time. I'm promise I'm gonna start back on my juicing. Get you some carrots, spinach, kale, pineapple. Kale. Wait, spinach? I forgot what it was. Kale, spinach. Kale, spinach. Come back to me.
Cut that part.
I gotta remember. I don't remember. Cut that out because I don't remember it. I gotta figure it out though. Because I used to drink that shit like every morning. That shit used to be right.
So how that's doing for you, man?
I haven't seen necessarily like a difference in how I feel. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I guess you could say mentally feel better because one, like you said, the health benefits. Mm-hmm. One health benefit is it helps lower blood pressure.
Okay,
that's perfect. Yeah.
It helps lower blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
You remember in what's the movie? Sorry to cut you off. Damn, with not Martin, Eddie Murphy, Boomerang.
Yeah.
You remember Eartha Kitt?
Mm-hmm.
You remember? And she was like beet juice, like.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I guess that's like a libido too. Like
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say.
Get that thing.
Your arm gonna hurt so much.
I know my arm. Well, you don't know how much that took me.
But yeah, that's another health benefit. It also helps the libido, but it also helps shrink the prostate gland.
Oh, okay, cool.
Also helps shrink the prostate gland, which prostate cancer isn't a thing that's talked about a lot.
It's a fact.
So
especially in black men.
So that's one or two reasons why I started drinking. Secondly, y'all got people coming at me about the fish sticks.
They do.
Like Spaces, you thought fish sticks was healthy,
bro?
But then I'm like, you know what? They don't see me drinking the healthy stuff. So let me get that into the mix.
I'm more happy that somebody came to you that watch our pod and said that they watched that shit and talking about you thought fish sticks was healthy. Fuck the joke. That's like big right there to me. That somebody actually came to you about that. I mean, they actually watched and paid attention.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I love that's to me is the best part of doing this whole thing outside of the conversation, because we always have great conversation.
Yeah.
But seeing firsthand that people are actually paying attention to what it is that we're talking about and they want to talk to us about it.
Yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love it.
Well, yeah, we need to get some questions popping there, like one of them episodes, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, y'all have any questions y'all want to ask? Bring to the line.
I got one more here.
Oh, go ahead.
It was another supporter.
Mm-hmm. Another fan.
Another fan of the support group. They asked, right? In an argument with your significant other, right? Is it your job to tell them that they need to apologize to? And I'm gonna give a little example of it. Y'all have an argument. Both of y'all said some things. You know what she said was hurtful and she should be apologizing to. But you went on ahead and you just apologized for yours. So should you say, oh, and you also need to apologize? Or is that just up to them to apologize for it on their own?
I think an apology shouldn't be forced. If somebody really want to apologize about something, you don't have to force nobody to apologize for anything. If they felt like they said something wrong, then when they, went beyond what they should have said, then it shouldn't be forced. Like, that should just be common sense. Hey, you know what? I apologize for saying so on and so forth. And all my years that I've been with my wife, right? So we've been going on something like 19 years. And that be in February.
Congrats on that, man.
Appreciate that.
Well, you a young old nigga, boy.
Young old nigga, definitely. If you look at me, you know what I'm saying, I still look young, you know what I'm saying, I got these gray hairs. And
got the salt pepper.
right. But I will say is that I've never, and I've probably been mad in certain situations, I'm sure she has, right? But I've never said anything that I felt like I had to basically jump out my body and you know, just go out and call her all types of names or just, you know what I mean? Because I'm very cognizant if I'm arguing and if I'm going back and forth, I will state my point, I state my piece. I'm not a person that, you know what I'm saying, to back down from an argument. But I also know that I don't want to basically shit on this person that, you know, I potentially, you know, I want to spend the rest of my life with, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm not going to do all that. This is the mother of my children, you know, and even if, you know, we happen, you know, God forbid, but we go on separate ways, I never just be like, hey, you know, you XYZ, you know,
Yeah.
It's just bad. I don't see how people can really dog out their significant other like that, you know, a male or female. You know, it's just you have to have restraint in your tongue. You just can't say everything that comes to mind just to be the person to say the lowest or the, you know, most vile shit. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Because I look at it like this though. Like, I'm gonna just piggyback off you, then I'm gonna answer the question. Your significant other is a representation of you. Mm-hmm. You look bad, I look bad. I look bad, you look bad. So I'm never want you to be out here looking bad, bogus, disrespected in no type of way. Because once we're together, we're one. Mm-hmm. Even though we're still living our separate lives, which everybody does, I always look at it like, when you're married, you have two lives you live. You have the life where you go to work. Not saying you live a double life like that, but you have the life where you go to work, you gotta provide, you gotta do all the things. But when you come in this house and when you're with your family, you have that other life that you have to make as well. You have to make sure that's happy, everything's going well with that as well, also. And do your part to make sure everything runs on all accordance. Everything is firing at all good points and cylinders and stuff. Mm-hmm. So, but then the question at hand, I would say, no, you shouldn't be forcing, like Jay every day said, you shouldn't be forcing no one to make an apology. Like I always say, you can't make no one happy. And I said that like a couple minutes ago, what I was just talking about. So you apologize for everything you said. If they do, they do. But you did everything in your power to make sure, you know, let them know that you're sorry for what you said. If they don't feel that, or they ain't grown enough to know that they said something wrong, hey, when that shit start building up and y'all got to break up, whatever, and all this shit come back up, you didn't apologize for this shit, though. But you always just do your part. You always got to do your part in every situation you had, every friendship, every relationship, every brothership, every whatever the fuck you want to call it. You do your part to make sure your conscience and everything is clean. And let everybody else worry about themselves. You can't force nobody to apologize, because if you felt that you wanted to apologize, you would apologize. I'm not going to force you, because if I'm apologizing, I'm just telling you what to say it back to me to make me feel good. Mm. You ain't bring that from your heart. That wasn't from you. That wasn't deep down from how you really feel. Yeah. So I would say, no, it ain't your place to let or make your significant other to apologize for something y'all said or argument or nothing like that. They got to do that on themselves.
One thing I think about when it comes to the argument is both people. An argument occurs when at least two or more people have opposing opinions about something, right? So I think on both ends, though, one person or the other is trying to get the other to come to their side of belief about whatever the situation is.
Wouldn't be trying to get out.
But I think a mature person would know that if the argument started to get to where it's starting to get disrespectful or it's starting to get out of hand, and things get resolved or people calm down and one person apologizes, a mature person would know that they should apologize too.
That's a fact. You're right. Because you like, I said some things too, and you start thinking about the situation too while they're apologizing. You're right.
So what do y'all think about the you know, this thing and this phenomenon or whatever? Like, the past 5 years, I said what I said. I you know, and when I hear niggas say that just makes me cringe. Like, Like, wow. To me, that's something bitches say. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I said what I said. Like, nigga, what? Like, you was a bitch.
Ooh, shit. Ooh.
You know what I mean? That might be even shots fired. Like, I feel like that might be.
If you know, you know.
I don't even know.
You looking, you know.
But I said what I said. Like,
yeah.
I've always felt like, even before that, right? I've always felt like when a nigga say, like, I said what I said. Like, nigga, that's bitch shit. Like, why are you talking like that? You know,
his mother
stand on what you saying. You know, that's fine. That's cool.
Stand 10 toes
down. Don't use that phrase.
Yeah, don't use women phrases.
Yeah, that's
women make
shit.
up all these phrases and all these things, and men are out here trying to take their purses, their nail polish, you know, all they, you know, things that they doing. And look, respectfully, no disrespect. If that's what you do, that's your thing. That's your thing.
Period. You got niggas saying period. Is y'all serious?
Yeah.
You got these period ass niggas and I said what I said ass niggas. I said
to me it's just certain things women do and certain things men do.
Niggas send me a text message talking about I said what I said.
I thought he gonna go there. He going all the way there though.
Why? Cause I go in.
He going all the way there though.
I ain't gonna say that. Hey, boy, fuck that nigga.
You know. But yeah.
Talking about I said what I said. What are you talking about?
He had to get off his chest. He had to get some things off his chest.
Cause that shit funny to me. Motherfuckers talking about like they checking you by telling you I said what I said. Nigga, what?
Hey. And I just hear pure ignorance when I hear people say that.
When you hear a lot of these quotes, you hear pure ignorance.
Like when I first heard it, I'm like, I don't know when, or I believe it was on Facebook when I first saw somebody say that. I was like, okay, so what? Okay.
I ain't gonna lie though, a lot of lingo from Chicago is stupid too though. If we sit up here and we write a lot of lingo that men and women say, we'll be sitting there looking at each other like, yeah, that's some dumb shit.
You have no disagreement with me.
Like what?
Because he say some things that's like.
Hold on, shorty. Chill out, shorty. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. You know?
He already know.
You know niggas can't take shots at the city without going through me. You just can't.
But there's a couple things that you'll look at, and I can't really think of them right now. If I hear them, well, we're gonna write a list down. But it is a couple things that you be looking like, what?
Generally speaking, man, like. But you make a list of it, and a lot of it is different ways to say the same exact thing.
That's codification, though. I feel like, you know, like me and Maul, like we be at work, we can say some stuff where the dominant society wouldn't know exactly what we were talking about.
Nigga, half of 99.9 wouldn't know what we were talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that's our own coded little language, is to say different things in a way that. No, you feel me? Like when we say you feel me, like
no, I got one. And you gonna start laughing when I said them tacos was good as hell.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm lost.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you gotta be there. You gotta be there.
It don't even matter when nobody know what the fuck we were talking about.
Man, that shit.
None.
That shit funny.
Cause the man hit me. Man, look here. Let me stop. Let me shut up. He hit me with it, and I told him he's bogus, but it was funny at the same time because I said something, and he said, "All right,
he was talking all that shit. Them tacos,
them tacos fast. Yes, they was. I'm not gonna lie, they was.
Gotta be there. But y'all not, so sorry.
And all I could do was laugh. Ask him. I didn't do shit, but I was in there motherfucker crying because I couldn't do nothing else.
You gonna have people ask me, what's that taco?
None of your damn business. None of your business. Mind your business. None of your business.
Ain't got nothing to do with no Mexicans either.
Tacos was fire. Oh shit, man. This is a nice love. We all over the place a little bit.
No, man.
You got some serious?
No, not serious. No. So one of the things people say that somebody told me, two people in particular told me, there's two things that you should never debate. It's religion and politics, right? I want to add a third.
No doubt.
I would say the proper way to raise kids, right? Because a lot of people say, that's my son, that's my child, don't tell me what to do with my child. Even if the child is 100% wrong, even if a person is coming from a place of being genuine about whatever it is that they're saying, they still don't take accountability for whatever their child did, right?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No. You go finish. Thank you. Okay, I don't first.
I'm done with that part, so you can go ahead.
I'm done with that part. No, I will agree. I was just gonna say I will agree with you with that because I look at it like people always, it's different ways that certain people were raised, and there's different ways they want to raise their kids. To me, as long as you're not physically harming your kid and is they like in danger, hey, have at it. I will never say nothing about how you raising your kids ever. But if I see like you physically like harming your kid and your kid about to like, because that's one thing about me. It's about, and I know people gonna say this cliche, is about like, I don't like women crying in front of me, and I don't like motherfuckers doing kids no any kind of fucking way.
Yeah.
Them is my two, like, I can't deal with that shit. I'll walk away. Like, I don't want to see you crying, baby girl. Go in there, do, like, and it's not like I'm being disrespectful type. I just can't, like, like, dudes will be crying like, nigga, shut the fuck up, man up.
They get to it,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But when a woman is crying, it's like, man, how can I make this better? And I can't be doing that with every woman. So I gotta walk away. But it's like, what can I do to make you just stop crying now, please? Because I can't take that. I can't keep sitting here looking at you crying.
No doubt.
Agreed.
So, but like, I won't never tell nobody how to raise their kids. But that, you wanted something with that third one that you said, with the kids thing. Because I wish somebody would tell me how to raise mine.
Right? You see what I'm saying? But can we agree though that there are some things that can be said? For instance, a lot of times people, let's just say I'll use myself as an example, and let's just say it's my best friend since I grew up with, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And my best friend smokes.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke what? Like crack or?
Smoke cigarettes and what are you doing? I didn't even see it.
Come on, man. Look at him. I know he's different. He's doing this to get something out of you. And you go, I just said this to someone today, and you just proved my thing. When people know how to get underneath your skin and get you to say something to them, they do the thing that you say that you like get under your skin. You just could have kept talking.
I'm just doing my thing over here.
So you just let him talk and let him be what he's doing. You gonna give him all the attention he want.
I brought up crack and that.
He gonna turn around and look at him. Come on, let's keep going.
I can't even see him.
That's what I'm saying. He's doing this shit on purpose. So now I'm gonna ask him, why you was over there doing what you was doing? Instead of leaving that man alone, let him do what he's doing. He's not hurting nobody.
Get my Kanye on, man.
That's what I'm saying. Clickbait. Yeah, clickbait.
I mean, use that as a
his faces fell right into his goddamn trap. Look, anyway. Now he come up, look. See, now he stopped. When he get that tickle, now he stopped and come door. He just gave the nigga no attention. He took all the buttons off and everything. Now he hit the
damn, man. I think that might be one of them safe words.
It is.
My bad. I'm sorry. I did not mean it like that. I'm sorry. He gonna bleep it though. I'm sorry.
I was joking.
It is one of those YouTube sensitive words.
Hey, psst, come here, y'all. Hey, Space is gone. Don't tell him I did this shit neither, man. Cause you know how he get. Like, nigga don't like me cussing, don't like me saying all that shit, He don't like none of that shit. The nigga going to church anyway, man. Tell that nigga to pray for me too. You feel me? While you there. But man, this conversation was going a little bit too long, so we had to break it up. But y'all come back for part 2 of the KNoWKi podcast, man. Thank y'all for listening. Meeting adjourned.